I wanted to do a video really quickly because I worked from home today and I felt like I was in my element and I could definitely knock out 12 meals after work. I am going to show you 3 separate recipes, and the kicker with all of this is I'm only going to be using 1 pound of ground turkey. I'm going to show you how you can make that meat stretch and really make plenty of meals for the week that can be utilized by yourself or your family. The first one is going to be a Mexican style zucchini boat. I have a Fiesta burrito bowl, and then I also have a loaded spaghetti squash. My preparation of spaghetti squash involves microwaving it for 4 minutes. Now you have to do little slits in the spaghetti squash, otherwise you're gonna risk it exploding. So you need a towel or at a minimum oven mitts when you are taking it out of the microwave so you do not burn yourself. You just get this covered in a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. We're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees and let it cook for about 40 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to prepare our zucchini boats. So I'm just going to cut off the ends of both of these zucchinis and I'm going to cut them in half. So in a small bowl, you're just going to scoop out the insides. Okay, so we have our zucchini boats prepared. What we're going to do is put these off to the side and we're going to make the taco meat, and then we're going to add everything in together. So we just finished browning some taco meat. I have half of it in a bowl, and I'm going to create the mixture for the zucchini boats. Added 1 cup of rice to this mixture. I'm also going to be adding about half of the beans, half corn, and keep in mind both of those were a full can. You want to do half of the red onion, half of the tomatoes, and half of that jalapeno. Okay, so now that we have half of everything, mix this all up until you notice that all of the rice is covered in the seasoning. And then we can get the zucchini boats loaded. What you'll be able to do from here is you just coat it in olive oil, and then we're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't want to put too much of the seasoning because you do have those taco flavors coming into the mix. So just take that mixture and you want to fill. This is kind of a messy process, so don't be surprised if you get it everywhere. Press down that mixture, make sure that you can fit as much as possible. You'll just fill in wherever it seems a little scarce. Now that we have the zucchini boats filled, you want to spray this pan with olive oil. Very carefully transfer these boats to the pan. And we'll put these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. We are going to add cheese for the last 5 minutes of cooking. You'll notice that I have leftover filling from the zucchini boats, and we're definitely not going to let this go to waste. These are burrito bowls, and I don't usually add the filling. I don't always like them served cold, but what I do is I cut up 1.5 heads of romaine lettuce, and then I add a little bit of that mixture to each one, and that's going to create 4 separate meals for me throughout the week that I can utilize. And this is all coming just from preparing 1 protein. This is going to be the finished product of the bowl, and we'll get the other ones constructed as we eat them. We just took our spaghetti squash out of the oven. It's super hot, but it looks amazing. I am so happy with it. Because it is very hot, we just need to be very, very careful. We're just going to take our fork and slowly scoop out the spaghetti, a little bit at a time. Now, by cutting it down the middle, I was actually able to get longer strands of the squash. So I'm going to continue to just scoop this all out until it's completely empty, and then we're going to make our loaded spaghetti squash. Okay, so we have half pound of our taco meat left over that wasn't used in either of the other 2 recipes. I'm going to show you how to make a basically loaded spaghetti squash taco meal. As you see that we have the spaghetti squash, we're going to keep that to the side because you don't want that on heat very long. Otherwise it gets really soggy. Go ahead and add the rest of the beans, rest of the corn, tomatoes, onion, jalapeños, and then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water. And that water is going to cook off. You just want to get this all nice and heated. That mixture looks delicious. It's very colorful. This mixture is finally starting to heat up. I'm going to add this spaghetti squash. And you want to be really careful, just go ahead and spread it throughout. It's actually a little bit easier to do this with tongs, so I'm just going to grab those. I'm going to separate it a little bit more here. I know it likes to stick together, that's completely fine, it's normal. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of shredded Mexican style cheese. And you're just going to let this get all melty over everything. I know that doesn't look very pretty right now, but I promise it all mixes together super nice. And our cheesy loaded spaghetti mac is ready to go. That's our finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe to my page, and if you've watched this long, I would love to see a smiley face in the comment section. Hope to see you soon.